Manga-Waido.
I'm Hideki. I'm a senior in high school. I'm the guy in every class who's always in the shadows. And I have a twin brother who's the complete opposite in looks and personality.
Hideki, you look great today as well.
Really? Thanks.
I saw this month's magazine too. Hideki, you're the coolest of all the models.
Hideki's a model for a magazine. Taking advantage of his good looks, he has a lot of friends. And his Twitter followers will soon reach 10,000. I live as a gloomy mushroom in the corner of the classroom, and Hideki is a handsome influencer. The reason there's such a difference between us twins is probably because of my mother. My mother's the kind of person who openly declares that she can only love good-looking people. Whether it's a man or a woman, she immediately disses people based on their looks.
What's with that face? If it were me, I would die of shock the moment I looked in the mirror.
My father must have gotten fed up with my mother. My parents divorced a while after we were born. That may have been why my mother's antics accelerated even more. Birthday parties at home when I was a kid were hell for me. As twins, it's normal for us to celebrate at the same birthday party, but...
Happy birthday, Hide-chan.
Wait, where's Dai-chan?
Dai-chan's sleeping because of a stomachache. Please wish Hide-chan a happy birthday today.
I wasn't allowed to attend the birthday party. Delicious looking cake, lots of presents, everyone laughing happily. All those sparkling things belonged to Hideki. I was so frustrated, all I could do was wrap myself in the covers of my bed and cry. In the midst of all that, there was one person who celebrated my birthday every year. My childhood friend, Saori.
Dai-chan, you have a stomachache? Get well soon. Happy birthday. I'll put your present next to your pillow. Thanks.
The handmade stuffed animal Saori gave me every year was the only present I could get. By the time we entered elementary school, my mother's discrimination became even more blatant. Hideki was given a large room, while I was assigned a small closet-like room.
This is my room? A shabby room that suits Daiki.
Beautiful things should only look at beautiful things. It's bad for Hide-chan to be surrounded by an ugly kid all day.
Did you hear that? Lame Daiki needs to get out of my sight.
They both looked down on me blatantly, but I was just happy to have my own room. By the time we entered middle school, Hideki was scouted on the street and started modeling for magazines.
That's my Hide-chan. You'll soon be #1 as a model. That's right. You can even become an actor.
Mother enrolled Hideki in an entertainment production company and had him try out for various auditions. At first, Hideki, who liked to show off, was encouraged by our mother and was willing to do his best, but Hideki didn't have a dream of becoming an actor, and our mother was the only one who was fired up. Every time he failed an audition, his mother's resentment built up.
Hide-chan, why don't you take it more seriously?
I did take it seriously!
I was serious? Why can't you cry during the crying act?
I was reading a book in my room, and I got up, horrified by the argument between my mother and Hideki in the living room, and I tried to lock the door, but it was too late. Hideki looked like a demon standing behind the door, which opened vigorously. Hey, Daiki! You're always lying around reading books. I bet your life is easy. What do you want? What do I want? I'm a little pissed off right now, so if you're my brother, why don't you help me relieve it? Hideki started wrecking my room like a madman! Stop it! Knocking everything off the desk and flipping bookshelves on the floor? Books scattered on the floor? Getting messed up under Hideki's feet? Then he noticed Saori's stuffed animal and picked it up! It's gross for guys to have stuffed animals lined up under their pillows, you dull, nerdy bastard! I noticed Hideki grabbing the stuffed animal's head and trying to tear it off, so I tackled him to try to take it back. Stop! Shut up! Don't touch me! Before I knew it, I was shoved by Hideki and fell down, hitting my head against the wall. It was your fault! You jumped on me all of a sudden, so I just brushed you off! Hideki yelled in fear as I fell, throwing the stuffed animal on the floor and walking out of the room.
Daiki, what are you doing making loud noises?
Mother came into the room complaining, but she was speechless when she noticed me collapsed in the wrecked room. Mom! Hideki?
Hideki? What are you talking about?
Can't you see? He was angry at you, so he messed up my room!
How sick and twisted do you have to be to go on a rampage yourself and then blame your brother? You're trying to put him down because you're jealous of his beauty and talent.
I didn't know if my mother, who was in front of me, was living in the same reality as me. How could I be blamed for this? What was I to her? That night I had a fever. I kept shivering under the covers with pain in my forehead. In the morning, when I couldn't get up, my mother offered me a rice ball and bottled water from a convenience store to my room.
Don't leave your room until you get better.
What? I had never hated my mother as much as I did at that time, and at the same time, I realized I was worthless since even my own mother abandoned me. I fell asleep before I knew it, crying, and was awakened by the sound of the doorbell ringing. Is Mom not home? Yes? I opened the door softly, and Saori was on the other side.
What? Daiki, what happened to your face?
I, hit my head.
You wouldn't get in a fight, would you? Who did this to you? Was it Hideki?
I showed Saori the ruined room and told her everything that happened.
No way. Can't believe he did that to you.
Saori was in tears as she picked up the stuffed animal she had made, which was still on the floor. She then cleaned up the room for me since I was unable to move due to the fever, and tended to the injury on my forehead.
I'm sorry, this is all I can do, but I'm on your side, Daiki.
Yeah, thanks. I smiled, holding back the tears that were about to come out. It was Saori who gave me a reason to live. After that, Hideki, Saori, and I went to the same school. Hideki hadn't become an actor yet, but he seemed to be doing well as a model. Hey, Daiki! The teacher was calling you. Oh, thanks. Hideki had fans at school, and there were always a lot of people around him. Hideki passed by me and walked over to his circle of friends. Huh? I was curious about the notebook Hideki took out of his bag, because it looked just like my notebook, but I was shooed away and told to get on with it.
What? Hideki, not only are you handsome, but you're also talented at drawing?
What? Oh, this kind of drawing is nerdy, isn't it?
Not at all. You should post it on social media. Hey, look at this.
I was astonished by the tweets Saori showed me.
These are your illustrations, right?
What? Why are my illustrations on Hideki's Twitter? Just a little doodle, along with my inner voice? Hideki had posted my illustrations and poems as his own! It had already received quite a few likes and retweets!
Hey, are you going to keep quiet about this? The likes on this illustration are supposed to be yours.
Yeah, but
This is what I drew. Let's tell everyone that this is your drawing.
how am I going to prove that it's my drawing? Hideki has a lot of friends, and my arguments will be drowned out by them. It's frustrating, but I clenched my trembling fists. But Saori was different.
I have an idea. If you're up for it, I can help you.
An idea? Oh, it's Saori. They said the festival committee leader was calling me, so I was wondering what it was about.
Sorry, I had to call up a popular model. I was wondering if you could help me with my presentation for the festival.
A presentation?
It's more exciting to have a good-looking guy on stage, isn't it?
If that's the case, I'd be happy to cooperate. But you know, I'd like to have some benefits too.
Benefits?
You're actually kind of cute. You have good style too. Go out with me. If your boyfriend's a good-looking guy like me, it's fine, right?
Wait a second. But yeah, I'll give you my answer on stage at the festival.
Oh, great! So we're gonna be official in front of the whole school! And on the day of the festival...
Yes! That was a wonderful singing voice from Yumiko in second year class 1. Please give a round of applause again, everyone!
On the stage, Saori proposed a project called Self-Appointed Award Show. The idea was to award the undiscovered talents in the school, recommended by friends.
Now, let's invite the school's most famous person to the stage. You all know the popular model, Hideki!
Hello! Hideki took the stage with a fresh smile, and the audience cheered.
I heard that Hideki is not only handsome, but also talented at drawing.
No, not so much.
Actually, I'd like to invite another unknown illustration expert from the school. Please come on up.
Huh? Daiki?!
It's Hideki's twin brother, Daiki. What? He's the twin brother? He's kinda dull. Okay, everyone, please be quiet. Now, for the highlight of the day. I would like to ask you twins to have an illustration showdown.
Huh? That's not what I heard!
The subject is self-portraits.
Saori then handed Hideki and me a sketchbook and a pen.
His older brother, Daiki, is already drawing. By the way, the time limit is 3 minutes.
Hearing the time limit, Hideki swore and started to draw as well. The audience cheered for Hideki. You could feel everyone's high expectations for him. Perhaps because he could feel that, Hideki was also running his pen frantically with a cold sweat on his forehead.
Okay, 3 minutes have passed. Now, let's have your brother Daiki show us his drawing first.
I got up from my chair and held up my drawing at the audience. The hall went quiet for a second, but the next moment... No way! That's so good! That's professional level! 3 minutes for that!
That's a great drawing, Daiki. Now, let's see Hideki's drawing too.
All eyes in the hall were on Hideki at once. But Hideki didn't move, holding his sketchbook in his arms. Hideki, don't be shy! Let's see it! The audience started to murmur as Hideki remained motionless with his head down.
Hey, that signature under their brother's drawing, wasn't Hideki's drawing on Twitter too?
Huh?
Does that mean that Hideki lied about his brother's drawing being his own?
It seemed that the audience had begun to notice Hideki's misdeeds.
And one more thing. I have a personal announcement.
Saori took out her phone and played the audio into the microphone to fill the hall. You're actually kind of cute. You have good style, too. Go out with me. If your boyfriend's a good-looking guy like me, it's fine, right? It was Hideki's voice. The girls in the hall screamed!
Hideki, the popular model, asked me out. So here's my response. I hate men like Hideki, who are wishful thinkers and liars. Posting someone's picture on Twitter as your own is the end of you as a human being. I like people like Daiki who works hard at everything.
What? At that moment, Hideki was so shocked, he exposed the sketchbook he was holding to his chest to the audience.
What's with a drawing? A kindergartner could draw better than that.
With those words, the audience burst into laughter. Ah, damn it! Hideki's face turned red, and he ran off the stage as if to escape. As for me...
I present a certificate to the real illustration king.
And so, Saori and I became an official couple of the school. After that, the fact that Hideki's illustration was mine spread quickly on Twitter, and his followers and school friends who had been proud of him drifted away. Of course, the modeling agency also canceled the contract, and Hideki's dream came to an end. Then my homeroom teacher, who read my poem on Twitter, saw that I had been in a difficult situation and made a home visit. He scolded my mother and told her that if she didn't change her attitude, he would report her to the Child Guidance Center. After this incident, my mother's treatment of me became known throughout the neighborhood, and she's now living in hiding, unable to walk outside.
Daiki, let's go to school together.
Thanks to Saori, my life changed drastically. I now go to school from my grandparents' house in the neighborhood, and I even made some friends who respect me. Maybe I've just been in my own shell and didn't see that there were people around to help me. Thanks, Saori.
What are you talking about?
I think I finally have a bright future ahead of me.